Hello, hello. My mom bought me these beautiful flowers or bought them for our house. And it was really nice of her to get these for us. And they're these chrysanthemum flowers for Lunar New Year, which is coming up on February 17th. So really sweet. They do have an aroma to them. But yeah, they're really pretty, big, pretty flowers. I have some of these growing in our yard too. Well, not right now, it's winter, but they do come back each year. So sending well wishes to everyone. I saw this email, and I get these emails from Daily Om. It says Daily Om Inspiration. And sometimes these emails I feel are really, really, for me, they are really, they're really relatable. And this one right here, I feel like really, so these Daily Om articles, for me, I get them in my email. For me, sometimes I feel like they do such a great job of explaining my similar points of view, similar points of views. And a lot of time they really resonate. That's the word that I was trying to find. They really resonate with me. And I can really relate to this article right here. And so I just wanted to share it to see if anyone else can relate to it. It really, really resonated with me when I read it. And it says, when we feel safe, our creativity unfolds like a beautiful flower. And to understand how fear blocks creativity, take a moment to imagine yourself telling a story. First, imagine telling the story to someone you love and who loves you. You probably feel warmth and energy as you fill in the details of your tale to your friend's delight. Now imagine telling the same story to someone who, for whatever reason, makes you feel uncomfortable. The wonderful twists and turns, the fine points and colorful images that unfolded in your mind for your friend probably won't present themselves. Instead of warmth, energy, and creativity, you will probably feel opposite sensations and a desire to close down. When we feel unsafe, whether we fear being judged, disliked, or misunderstood, our creative flow stops. Alternately, when we feel safe, our creativity unfolds like a beautiful flower without conscious effort. And so it talks about, it says in order to be in the flow, we need to feel safe and unrestricted. So I'll continue reading. Knowing this, we can maximize our creative potential by creating the conditions that inspire our creativity. In order to really be in the flow, we need to feel safe and unrestricted. However, achieving this is not as simple as avoiding people who make us feel uncomfortable. Sometimes we can be alone in a room and feel totally blocked. When this happens, we know we have come up against elements of our own psyches that are making us feel fearful. Perhaps we are afraid that in expressing ourselves, we will discover something we do not want to know, or unleash emotions or ideas that we don't want to be responsible for, or maybe we're afraid we'll fail to produce something worthy. So, and it says, when you're up against fear, internal or external, a ritual can be powerful and creative antidote. Before you sit down to be creative, try casting a circle of protection around yourself. Visualize yourself inside a ring of light, protective fire, or angels. Imagine that this protective energy emanates unconditional love for you and wants to hear, see, and feel everything you have to express. Take a moment to bathe in the warmth of this feeling, and then fearlessly surrender yourself to the power that flows through you. So I thought that was a really touching article, because I personally have experienced where like I'm in this like creative flow where like I have pieced the pieces of the puzzle together, and they come from different aspects of life. Like one piece came from here, and then one piece just came from here, one piece came from here, and it could be from like life experiences, just conversations that that are like breakthroughs, like aha, that makes sense, inner wisdom, just like and these pieces of the puzzle, come together, and you feel like this, like it's like for me, it's like this creative flow where I'm like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense. This is awesome, amazing, But then, like for me, I have experience where, like around a certain like someone or certain people, that it's like the energy that I'm feeling, like when I'm when I'm around like certain people, like I feel this block, like I feel like I feel like there's people that like that are creatives that will, like I can share, and they will completely understand, and they'll be like you, like fire, like yes, yes, yes. But then there's like I get this it's like an intuition, like this feeling, this energy that like this block, like sometimes when I'm talking to like certain people, and I'm like, and I don't know if it's like because I feel like they're not, I don't, like for me, I try to think like, is it because I feel like they're not going to understand because of, is it like a PTSD where it's like, well, I have tried to explain, my I have tried to share my creative, creative thoughts, creative, inspirations, or my, just I had tried to explain it to this person before, and they didn't understand it, or their reaction was that they maybe they didn't think highly of it, or they just didn't understand it in that moment, and so is it because I am fearing that that a past reaction from that same person that is making me feel like nervous, or feeling feeling nervous to share with them more, or share with them different ideas, or just the way that a person has reacted in the past. Is it blocking me, or causing me anxiety or fear to want to share with them again, because in fear of getting the same reaction that I've gotten in the past, and I realized that, like, doing that, like, like, let's say, like, you have, like, you sharing something with somebody, and they don't come off supportive, or they don't come off like where they understand where you're coming from, and you feel like it's such an amazing, awesome, beautiful idea, and the it just didn't come across where they understood where you were coming from, or it wasn't like you didn't feel the warmth and the love and the support. And so I it would be, I feel like there could be some anxiety, or like some like fear, or to share with that person again, and especially if you've gotten that reaction over and over and over and over again. So like I think it builds up that that anxiety and fear to share with that person, because I feel like we're judging on past past interactions with that person. So and that's a tough one, because I feel like that's like kind of like a form of PTSD. It's like we're fearful of of something that happened in the past repeating itself, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, the ritual of like trying to like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to explain again. I'm gonna imagine this, you know, warmth of, you know, a warmth, a loving, positive energy that's just like radiating from me, and know that, you know, I am sharing, you know, expressing myself and sharing with loving awareness, and that, you know, that the person is going to understand it this time, you know, that I'm not judging you on, you know, on the past, you know. So it's kind of like one of those things where, you know, it's like you kind of feel this instinct, like it's like this anxiety, you know, of sharing, because of, you know, past reactions. But then it's also like 1111, by the way, I just saw that screen. Bless, bless. 1111, bless, 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 bless. 1111. Yeah, it's, you know, and it's one of those things where it's, it takes a lot of courage to continue to be able to share with loving awareness. And, yeah, so, you know, I guess for me, it's like asking, like, is that, are those people or that person, like, is, like, are they worth, are they someone important to you that it's worth continuing to put that energy into sharing with them again and again and again, when you have received a different, or you received, you know, previous, you know, previous responses from them that, you know, were, didn't feel supportive and didn't feel, you know, safe to you. So yeah, but it's also like, what for me, it's like asking, like, why do I feel this block around like certain people or certain someone, you know? So it's like, obviously, like your intuition, your instincts are you're telling you something, you know. So you know, and it's basically, it's like, you know, that, you know, it's, you know, that, okay, they may have, you know, a different point of view on something, and or they might not understand your creative process, or understand, you know, like they might not understand this, you know, the language of your, the language of, like, you know, whatever that you're trying to explain, you know. And so like when I said like the pieces of the puzzle come together, and you can see the big picture and it makes sense, you know, it's maybe it just doesn't make sense for them yet, you know. So you know, that's important to remember, I feel like, and to practice patience, you know, for ourselves and for you know, those around us. So yeah, so I just, you know, for me, I feel like I experienced that, I did experience that recently, where I felt like, you know, like I was this like magical, like it's like, oh, it's so magical, and like this creative flow, and there was just so much like magic around it, and then all of a sudden, like I felt this block, like when I'm in the presence of someone, and I, you know, did that ritual where I am like, you know, like lit some sage, and I'm like, you know what, I'm clearing my energy, and I'm like, the block is that nervous block in front of me, and I think about like, oh, like maybe like there's a kid that is like, you know, like shy to perform at on stage, like you have stage fright, and but you're really really great at like, you know, like you're really great at playing the guitar, but you have that stage fright to get up and play in front of a bunch of people, like, which is totally understandable, you know. So for me, it was actually like figuring out, like, you know, it's the block is within me. It's like I noticed that, like, for me, it's like for me, it's like I feel more confident around certain people than, you know, around certain people. And maybe I feel more confident around certain people is because, like, oh, you know, I know, like, I get this, like, this intuition, like I feel this vibe, like, oh, this person is also like a really like positive, creative person that is going to totally like get it, you know, when I like explain it to them. So they're going to be understanding, you know, or like I know that this person is like, you know, like to me, it's like they're a really great leader because they you know, they like I've heard them, you know, the way that they have spoken, you know, to me, in the way that I see them speaking to others, or, you know, like that they're very kind, and like they're very kind, and you know, they make you feel validated and seen and heard, and like, you know, like that they treat you with respect, and that you see how they have that you see how they treat others with respect too, in their presence, and when the person is not present, you know. So it's like you feel this, you feel like you feel this, like this energy, this safe, and you know, safe energy to be around them and to open up and share. So for me, something that has taught me that, you know, like that's who I strive to be and to continue to be, is the safe place, you know, like to that safe place where people can, you know, like just feel safe, and you know, like they feel safe being their best selves, and they feel loved and supported, you know. So yeah, so for me, it was, I feel like figuring out why it's like the block and the anxiety and the nervousness is like the anxiety I feel when I'm around you know, certain people. And so, you know, and I don't know if sometimes it's like their energy that I'm feeling as well, because maybe they're anxious, or, you know, but so I just, for me, you know, I feel like I did a really good job of doing that ritual where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna clear my space. I'm gonna like emit loving energy, and I'm going to like be me and be authentic. And so, and I'm, you know, because I don't want to like lower myself in front of someone, or like, or you know, like not do something that is something amazing and great just because like I'm feeling nervous in front of someone, or, you know, like feeling that anxious energy of being myself in front of someone. So yeah, so I you know, did the ritual, and then I did my very best, you know, do your very best. So yeah, so I just wanted to read that email, because I feel like it really resonated with me, and I have experienced that, like where you know, it's just like it feels so good when you're in that, like that creative flow. Like it's so magical. Like for me, it just feels like so magical, because it feels like it's just like it's infinite, you know, it's beautiful and infinite, you know, like just infinite creativity, and it's so beautiful, and you know, and and it's just, you know, us, I feel like being able to gain the confidence to stay there. And yeah, so I just feel like, you know, I don't know if it's like coming from me, like my fear and anxiety that I'm going to be judged by this person based on their past reactions, you know. So it's like, it's almost like I'm you know, I am judging someone based on an old previous version of themselves. So yeah, with that in mind, I just remind myself, like, obviously, like, trust your instincts, and you know, like, you know, but you know, trust your instincts. Yeah. So for me, I trusted my instincts, and I kind of stepped out of that that comfort zone, or just, you know, put myself out there, and just to let that person see me. And yeah. And you know, obviously, like, for me, it's like, you know, letting people see you do great, you know, do amazing. I feel like it's your, like, when we do that, we are like role modeling, you know, like we are like living the example. So yeah. And you know, I'm so, like, appreciative when I see other people, like, you know, being creative and being kind. And I love it when I, like, for me, what feels really good is just, like, being able to, like, be in someone's presence, and to feel safe, you know, just like this really loving, safe presence. And so for me, you know, since I know that I love, like, since I know that makes me feel so good. And even that, I even feel that way when I'm watching, like, you know, certain people, like, on YouTube. Like, I'm like, their presence is like a safe place, you know. And so, like, for me, that's something that I strive to continue to be, you know, for myself and those around me. So, yeah. Anyways, I am grateful. Thank you so much. I just wanted to share, and I hope that made sense because I'm doing my best to explain, and you know, I'm working on my communication skills of being able to get what's in here and here, and you know, out, and have it make sense, and for people to be able to understand where I'm coming from, and you know, and to express myself in you know, the most loving way I can. So I just want to say thank you so much. Just sending love and blessings to everybody, and you know, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing amazing, and yeah, just have a great day, morning, night, evening, whatever it is, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.